Wounded children as adults have difficulty in relationships, and there's a lot of reasons why, other than just the obvious. Because if someone is not healed, their thought process and mindset is it's irrational, because it's not truth. It's not based on truth. The foundation is not truth. Therefore, their self-confidence, their self-value is minimized by that, which causes other issues. But a wounded child as an adult in a relationship, their brain is wired a little bit differently, because as a young child, if they were traumatized, then their brain taught itself to react to and protect rather than love. And it's kind of confusing, but it's actually pretty simple if you break it down. A wounded child who, as an adult, has not healed is still in that place that they were as a child. So anytime there's a trigger, whatever the trigger may be, and it's important during the healing process to kind of identify these triggers. And once you're healed, you'll be able to kind of identify them and, take note in the back of your mind, and you'll know, is this just me? Am I just, reacting to a trigger, or am I legitimately have a reason to be upset? And it's important to identify this, because then you can kind of stop it before it perpetuates into the reaction. Wounded children typically react to a lot of things that, an unwounded child is not going to really understand, like, what is wrong with you? And so then they have it, and the other person will have in their mind, something's wrong with this person, and they don't understand what it is, and then they react to the reaction, and then it's double negative. And one negative is bad enough, but if you get two negatives, that's really detrimental to all parties. So it's important to heal the wounded child and to get to know yourself authentically, because then you will stop that reactive nature. Some people have, unhealthy anger. Some people have, they're overly emotional and, playing the victim. It just depends on the person. These wounds manifest differently in everybody, because we're all different. But as far as, an unhealed wounded child in any kind of relationship is going to be tough, because number one, they're not living as their authentic self. They're not. So the other person is really not going to ever know who that person truly is. And that's sad, and it's unfair. So I always preach to heal the wounded child, because it's not that difficult. It's far easier than living in the misery of the wounded child's state of mind. And you can change it pretty easily. And, that's a subjective term, I get that. But you can, and you should, for you.